it's Jessii Vee, and today I'm wearing my Van Gogh Starry Night painting shirt. This is one of the best paintings ever. It also reminds me of that one scene in Coraline. You know what scene I'm talking about. So we got some moons, we got some starry nights. We're ready for this video. So you guys seem to love when I make videos about lost episodes, and I love that kind of stuff too. So the other day I came across this really creepy Thomas the Train lost episode, and I had to make a video about it. So this whole video is gonna be about Thomas the Train. Get ready. I don't have much to say in this intro. I know it's not like me at all. So we're gonna jump right into it and first talk about some history of Thomas the Train. Just in case you don't know who he is, which you do, right? I hope you do. Thomas the Tank Engine is an anthropomorphic fictional steam locomotive. So in other words, it's a train with a human-looking face. Originally, he was a character in a railway book series. So he only existed in illustrations before it became a TV show. And this is the exact way he was described in the book. It says he was a tank engine who lived at a big station. He had 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. And he was very cheeky too. Now I actually remember my grandmother reading me this book before bedtime as a little kid, and I always thought that this whole idea of a tank engine with like a creepy face was weird. Like, I know people love this character, he's like a classic character in history, but guys, it's literally a train with a human face. Does no one see anything wrong with it? It wasn't until October 1984 that Thomas and Friends became a show, and it only got more and more popular after that. So this lost episode creepypasta is called Thomas.avi. It was about this guy who was babysitting these 2 little kids for his friend. He wanted to put on a movie for them to watch, so he walked over to their DVD shelf and picked one of the Thomas the Train movies. But the second he showed these girls this DVD, they had this terrified look on their face. One of the girls literally said,
"If we watch that, he will come and find us."
And obviously the babysitter had no idea what they meant by that, so he kind of just shrugged it off and put on a different movie. But that whole evening, he couldn't help but think, what the heck? Who would come and find them? So that night he went home and put the Thomas the Train DVD into his PlayStation 3 so he could find out what they were so afraid of. Now when this DVD loaded, he instantly knew something wasn't right. The opening scene was all glitchy, there were no credits at all, the music was playing backwards, which is terrifying, and every time the movie cut to a different scene, there was like static all over the screen for a few seconds. All of the engines at the station looked extremely sad and depressed. They all just seemed so unmotivated to move or do anything. James, the red engine, started crying as he looked directly at the camera, and he said right to the camera, "Please don't make me do it." And then one of the other trains piped in and said, "We have no choice." And they all forcefully started to act out the episode against their will. Apparently it was a very eerie thing to watch, especially because the show was supposed to be super uplifting and happy, but all of these engines look so sad and like they didn't even want to be in this movie. James headed out onto the tracks, and soon he reached a dark tunnel. And as he slowly approached it, everything went black. And after that, nothing happened. It was just completely black for the next 5 minutes until the normal credits appeared and then the DVD ended. So he ejected the disc. He was so confused as to what he just saw, but right before he put it back into the DVD case, he realized that written on the DVD said, "You stole my life." That night, he had dreams about going into that dark tunnel that James went down. And the next morning when he was getting ready for school, he noticed that all the pages in his English book were ripped out. Only one page remained in his book, and it had a huge letter T written on it, I assume for Thomas the Train. So that night when he got home, he decided to watch the movie again, hoping to get more answers. Even though it was supposed to be the same movie, it almost seemed different every time that he watched it. This time it continued after James went into the tunnel. Everything went black, but this time he heard voices of Thomas the Train and James. He heard Thomas's voice say, "You stole my life, I steal it back." and then James screamed and the DVD ended. Then he suddenly got a phone call, and thinking it was his mom, he answered it. When he said hello, he heard a voice on the other end that sounded just like Thomas the Train, and it said, "I know you're listening, Kenny Pay," and that was his name. So he dropped his phone, he grabbed the DVD, ran outside, and threw it in the trash in front of his house. The garbage truck then came the next day, and he never saw the DVD again. So a bunch of people have sort of different theories about this lost episode of Thomas the Train. To me, it sounds like the creepypasta is trying to say that every time you watch Thomas the Train, you're like forcing the trains to entertain you. It's like they're really inside the DVD world and they're like slaves to kids. So all they want to do is relax and do nothing, and when you press play, they have to like act out the episode, and that's why they're so depressed. It's kind of like Steve in Blue's Clues, the whole theory about him being forced to do the show. But obviously something weird is happening in that dark tunnel. I'm not really sure what, but it sounds like something terrifying happens in there. But oh my gosh, imagine being haunted by Thomas the Train. Try explaining that to your parents.
It's like, oh honey, why are you crying?
Mommy would never understand. It's a train with a face.
Now there have been so many creepy memes about Thomas the Train. You've probably seen a bunch of these. I remember there were these specific animations and GIFs going around the internet showing that Thomas the Train is actually this long creepy creature that can crawl out of the train. I also saw this other one created by, I believe, Tom Coben, showing Thomas the Train as this horrifying spider thing. I will literally have nightmares forever about this. Like, imagine he's a train by day and a creepy spider thing by night. No, thank you. Anyways, guys, this was really the only significant Thomas the Train lost episode that I could find, but if you could think of any others, definitely comment them down below. And over on my vlog channel, if I remember any other episodes or any other things that have to do with my main channel, I talk about it over there. So if you're not following that channel, definitely go and do that if you want to see more of this kind of content. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more videos with lost episodes, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!